No, I mean it doesn't. Sometimes you put yourself in that situation, but no, I mean those are regardless of where you're at in the standings, those are always exciting. And you can see by the way we run out there and try to beat up whoever does it. It's they're exciting.
Is it fun for you when you see a guy like Justin do it, a guy that's got a chance to make his mark a little bit in the major leagues, and kind of get rewarded, with a thing like that?
Absolutely. I mean, especially given that they walk Posey, which is probably the no-brainer move. You guys leading the league in hitting, you're gonna want somebody else to beat you, so it's no slight to Justin Turner. But to have that happen in front of you, and then to go ahead and do it in that fashion, I mean, I think it means a little bit more. I mean, a walk-off win is nice, and then especially in that fashion. So yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, anytime they're great, but there's certain guys, especially some of the younger guys trying to make their mark, as you said, it means a lot.
That throw at the plate. How do you prepare yourself, when that ball's coming to you, just to make as accurate a throw as you can?
I mean, that's basically it. I was playing up because the pitcher was hitting, and I kind of figured that they were going to take a shot there. They're already up 3-0, and I mean, I basically just kind of got it and got rid of it as fast as I could, and then it ended up being, it was a little offline, but I think I got rid of it quick enough to give Toley enough time to adjust.
The hits feel good, obviously, but that defensive play, Pelfrey really settled down after that. How does that make you feel, the fact that you really helped him out?
I mean, anytime you do that, you're helping somebody out, I mean, and I'm definitely not going to take credit for settling Pelf down by throwing the guy out of the plate, but, I mean, I think that following inning we ended up scoring 3 runs, maybe one of those. Is that right? I think so. So, I mean, it could be one of those momentum type thing. All of a sudden you're looking at 4-0, and instead it's 3-0. You get a little momentum, and then all of a sudden we score 3 runs. So, in a perfect world, those are the type of things that when things happen, that's what predicates it. Not always the case, but like I said, in a perfect world, you think that would have been something that maybe started things. And like I said, it's been a battle for me all year. I'm starting to feel a lot better now, and but I feel like I can still go out there, hits or not, and play defense, and I feel like I have been.
Are you proud of the fact that, obviously you've talked a lot about your hitting. Are you proud of the fact, though, that ups or downs, you've played a good left field, and like tonight, you get the second baseman there, it didn't stop. I mean, you've always run things, from the time you've left home plate, you've always run things out and then some. Are you proud about those other aspects of the game, that you've always kept that up, no matter what, has happened in the plate, hasn't affected any other part of your game?
I think so. I mean, those are the things you can control. You go out there and not feeling good, you don't get hits, and then sometimes you feel like you can't control that. But I can control running down the line. I can control going after fly balls and things like that. And when you're struggling, I mean, I think almost, for me anyway, it's almost focus even harder on those things. Because you take your frustration out on those running down the line and trying to play defense, and in hopes that you do the things right, that the game rewards you. That you play the game right, and things will turn. And if their turn, it would have been nicer for them to take as long as they did. But I feel a lot better.
Is it something with obviously you're hitting the ball really well now? You had that video session this week. Is it something you really think that really is the big reason why you've been on such a streak right now?
I mean, it had to be something, right? I mean, I'd like to think that. I mean, I tried to just keep going out there and grinding away and let it happen, and then I tried a lot of things, and finally we had that one session, and like I said, it wasn't this massive aha moment. It was more of just we've gotten away from so many things, and just try to be that guy right there, and I was like, yeah, I don't know how, I'm so far away from that. So it took days, week, or whatever it is to try to. And then somebody asked me earlier, is it tough at the end of the season, when you see the end so near, to really make those adjustments. It's been all year, and it's a lot easier because, early on in the season, if you're trying something and it's not working, immediately it's like, I got 5 months to go. I got to find a way to produce. And then all of a sudden you start doing other things, and we got to September, and it was like, look, what's done is done, and then we can really try to use this as a platform going into next year, and that has been my main focus, is just trying to be as comfortable and try to be the old guy that I had been a couple of years ago that I'd gotten away from. In hopes that this would happen, and then going into the off season, I have a much better platform, a lot more positivity going than wondering what I was going to do in spring training next year.
Jason, how did you lose him?
I don't know if I mean, somewhere along the way last year, you know, when I got here, about a month, 2 in, I was struggling. You know, my average was up, but I didn't have a lot of power. And you know, I mean, you can always find something with everybody to make it better. And I think we just started, you know, and by my own admission, it was like, you know, you take advice, you know, hey, try it. Okay, you know, I want to do that. You know, I want to get better. I realize it. And then, you know, pretty soon, you know, you lose faith in what you had, and then you're trying to find the perfect solution. And that was basically where I was at. I mean, I was trying everything I could to just, you know, never once thinking that, never once thinking, but thinking that I'd struggled with what had got me here, and I got away from it, you know, and I got so far away from it that it wasn't as easy just to pick it back, you know, and I think that was, you know, and it's nobody's fault but my own. You know, I've done this game long enough. I know what works and what hasn't, and you know, you try to get better. You know, I mean, if somebody has something to say, you don't want to be hard-headed and be like, no, I do a certain thing. You know, especially when you're struggling. You know, I mean, when you're going well, you can do whatever you want, and no one's going to say a word. But struggle for so long, and you know, it's like, yeah, give me something, I'll try anything. You know, and pretty soon, you know, like I said, I tried so many things that I didn't even know what I was trying.
Sorry, but do you remember what